Get that ball in the middle of your stance, particularly in the middle of your heels. So I see the hips moving too far this way, sliding too much, and that gets our center point moving too much this way. Again, we see all good ball strikers, as they're coming down, we see that weight shifting forward into that lead side. Just getting into those good basic habits will make a huge difference to that consistency. The absolute key to hitting good iron shots is having the ability to hit down on the golf ball. What do we mean by that? Well, basically, as we are hitting the golf ball, we want to have a descending blow where we are hitting the ball first and then we are coming down and hitting the turf. And if we can get that one concept in your mind, it's going to make a huge difference to your golf game. And I've got 3 simple ways with drills that will help you do that. First things first, it's all starting with a good setup. If we're thinking about hitting down on the golf ball, the most common thing I see is people playing the ball too far forward in the stance. You can imagine from there, our low point is going to get too early, and then you're on your way back up, hitting the ball. You're going to get the fats, you're going to get the thins, you're going to get a lot of inconsistency, okay? So first thing, get that ball in the middle of your stance, particularly in the middle of your heels. An easy way to do it when I'm practicing, I would always try to get the ball in the middle by using an alignment stick. So from here, I'll just pop that alignment stick right in the middle of my heel line, and I know that with every shot, I can hit it from the center. Just getting into those good basic habits will make a huge difference to that consistency. And you think about it, you get that setup right, even with a bad swing, you may still get away with it. If you get the setup poor, even with a good swing, you can't get away with it. So setup is absolute key. If you would like a more tailored approach to your game, reach out on Skillest, link in the description down below. What you will receive is an analysis of your swing from me. You will also receive an instructional video of me demonstrating exactly what your faults are, exactly how to improve them, with drills accompanying them to help you reach your goals for this year. Secondly, I want you to think about the way your body is moving. The big common fault I see, even if people have got a good setup, I see a lot of people swaying off the golf ball, okay? So from here in the setup, they move too far behind the ball. And in particular, what I see is I see the hips moving this way. So I see the hips moving too far this way, sliding too much, and that gets our center point, in particular the pelvis center point, moving too much this way. And again, all sorts of issues can happen. We can get plane issues. Generally going to, imagine if you slide, generally going to get quite a steep arm plane. If we can learn to rotate better, we're going to get the arms in a much better position. But most importantly, from here, as we allow that right hip to turn back and we allow the left shoulder to move down, we get into a position there where we are very much centered, very much on top of the golf ball. And it's so much easier to get down into that golf ball. Again, getting on top of it, hitting the ball first and hitting down after the golf ball, okay? Here's a simple drill that will help you do that. When you're next at the range, grab yourself a range bucket, okay? You're gonna pop it here like so, and you can just pop an alignment stick in, and I want you to try and get the alignment stick in a position where it's going to be just alongside your hips, okay? So we're going to get it around about here alongside my hips, and you can even do this at home if you can just put the alignment stick in the grass and get used to, from here, you're going to make a backswing, and I want you to create some daylight from here in the setup. Move that right hip back and you can see the daylight I'm creating. If we bring a club into play from here, again, if I make a backswing, I'm moving that right hip back. I'm creating some space between the hip and the alignment stick. That's going to give me the feedback to know that I'm very much on top of the golf ball. Okay, so for a lot of people, you'll find it difficult initially because again, you might be using different muscles, but as you get used to that, you'll feel much more rotation, much more coil in the backswing, so much easier to come back down into the golf ball. And finally, we've got that good ball position, we've got the centered backswing. My final tip for good ball striking, hitting down on it, from here, I want you to shift your weight forward. Again, it might sound simple, but if you think about it, so many golfers tend to tilt back, lean back and try and help the ball in the air. What we need to do from the top, I need you to shift the hips forward. Okay, again, we see all good ball strikers as they're coming down, we see that weight shifting forward into that lead side, getting all that pressure into that left side, in particular moving the hips ahead of the golf ball. We see all good ball strikers do it. Once they're ahead of it, that allows them to hit down through the golf ball. It's going to improve your strike, improve your face control, improve your distance.